This is for all my girlies who, like me, have a god complex and an inferiority complex. Why do I find it so hard to shoot my shot when I want somebody? Like, baby, I know what I look like. I know that I'm bringing this to the table.
A few moments later.
I debated posting this on my main account or not because it's a little personal. But, you know, I've been speaking a lot about how awful men treat women overall. And I just had the shittiest experience on top of like truly 10 plus shitty experiences with men since I've been single. And I had a guy that I matched with that was putting in all this effort to make a date with me, planning the time, the date, the place, telling me all these things about him and how good of a catch he is and this and that, basically being what I call a fuckboy in sheep's clothing. And because I don't think there's a problem with sleeping with someone on the first date, we did. But we also had like a nice connection and I thought we really liked each other. And then afterwards he kind of ghosted, kind of didn't. He came back with some saucy messages here and there, reactions to my stories, to my, you know, pretty pictures of me and stuff. And then I finally, to try to be like, what the hell is going on? I said, so when's our next date? When we gonna get together and watch Survivor or something? And he was like, whenever you want. Like, I'll hop on a train and come to you whenever you want. And I said, you know, your energy has really changed. Were you only looking for something casual this whole time? And it took him 6 hours to reply, watched all my stories in the meantime, and said, hey, I had a really great time with you, but I don't see this going anywhere seriously, honestly. I wasn't looking for anything outright. Yeah, well, you could have told me that after you decided to sleep with me again. After you decided that you don't see this going anywhere serious. I don't know what has to get through men's little fucking pea brains to understand that if you're outright about it, usually we're going to be chill with it. If he would have been honest with me from the get-go, I would have been like, sure. And now I'm crying over this man that I didn't even really like. Like, he's a mediocre white man like the rest of them. And here I am crying about him, but it's not even about him. It's about the disrespect to me. And you couldn't even do me the favor of just being upfront with me. Instead, I have to sit here and think that, oh, maybe someone actually values me for more than just my body, you know? Just fucking sucks, man.
Oh, guys, listen. I don't enjoy seeing people in pain and misery and discomfort, but she brought it upon herself. Now, notice how she said she had been with 10 guys since she had been single, which means she's been getting ran through, pumped and dumped. Guys are just smashing, dropping pipe off and dipping off because they don't see much value in her. And I'll explain why. Now, notice the first clip where she was in her room and saying, oh, this is what she brings to the table. And she kind of showed her backside off and showed her a little figure off and act like, hey, all I got to do is bring my body to the table. See, this is what so many women don't understand. When you have that mentality, what guys are going to do is, okay, this is target practice. On top of that, she's not all that attractive. We'll give her a 4 out of 10, right? So she's not really all that good looking, so her looks can only take her so far. And she's running into guys who most likely are multiple notches above her. And those guys have the pickings. They have different options of women. So why should he commit to you? See, that's what so many women understand. Why should a man commit to you after he's already had sex with you? Because that's what most guys are doing. They're saying, you know, the juice is just not worth the squeeze. He does his calculations in his head. He sizes you up and he said, you know, that was fun. We hung out, we had sex, we had a good time and we laughed a little. But after that, you know, there's really nothing to this girl. So it's on to the next and it's on to the next. And she said that happened with 10 different guys since she had been single, which lets you know that she's shooting way above her attractiveness scale. See, men would have sex with women who are equal to a few notches below them. Most men don't mind doing that. Let's just be honest. But when it comes down time to actually committing and being with a woman and taking her serious and investing, that's a whole different ball game that most men are basically staying away from, because they're seeing it as, okay, I got the sex, what's next? And it looks like she just has an ego, because she said, I have this basically mentality of I don't have to slide in a guy's DMs. I don't have to, really shoot my shot like that. All I need is this is what I bring. Well, if that's all you ladies are bringing to the table, men are starting to catch on, and they're starting to lay the pipe, give you the wood, and they're dipping off. See, so many women want guys who are in the top 20%. This is facts. So when women approach guys like that and they have access to those guys, what's going to happen is those guys are going to feast on those women. A lot of men don't really want to be in relationships like that anyway, because they have the mentality of, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? So when they're getting the milk for free, they're like, I don't really want to see you ever again. I'm done. They probably have a lot of different dudes in the rotation, because women, let's be honest, they like a certain type of guy. And if you're in that top 15 to 20%, which is not that hard to get into, what's going to happen is women are going to be throwing themselves at you. And you're going to have an unlimited amount, practically, of different women you can choose from throughout the week. You can build your rotation. And she most likely isn't making the cut, because you said it's 10 different guys since she's been single. That means something is off with her. These guys are catching on and are saying, something about her I don't like. Because even if it was really good sex, it was a good smash, a lot of dudes will say, okay, cool, let's hang out again. But if dudes are just sliding away and ghosting you over and over and over again, guy after guy, then something is wrong with you. And she most likely wants a relationship. Now, I checked her social media out, and she has that pronoun she, her, which means she is not to be touched, right? She is all about girl power and female empowerment, which means she's not that submissive type of girl. She's not really that, that traditional, and men can see that. And also, like I said before, look at her black nail polish in that clip. See, that goes to show that she has some sort of mental issues. And the more guys these women get with, the more bodies they pile up, what's going to happen is it's going to hurt their ability to pair bond. Look at her. She's crying. She's confused. She's wondering, what did I do wrong? Why do you guys keep doing this? Now, she did say, well, if you guys were honest with us girls about if you just want to hook up and have sex and nothing else, then we just accept it. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be fine with that. And most men know. So most men are going to say, hey, let's hang out and have a good time and everything. And they'll say something like, I enjoy you. Let's see where this is going to go. All in the back of their mind, they know, listen, I'm just trying to smash. Listen, I've been there a lot of times. Of course, you guys have been there. When you see a woman who you just don't envision yourself with long term, most of the time, dudes are not going to say, hey, I don't want to be with you like that. So let's just cut ties, right? So he just keeps you in his rotation. Breadcrumbs you, strings you along. Ghost you comes in and out while he deals with his other women's rotation. And then after that, that's it. And a lot of women are left confused and they're hurting. And heck, I don't have any remorse or sympathy for them. Because think about it, guys. Women do this to guys all the time. Do you know how many women are stringing guys along right now as you watch this video? There are hundreds of thousands, about millions of women just texting dudes, acting like they're going to hang out with them and set a date, then ghost them, then flake on them, then like women do that all the time. So now she's feeling some sort of effect and said, why do guys do this? You know how many times men have been ghosted? Women are ghost masters. I mean, they might as well be Casper, right? The friendly ghost, because they just ghost like it's nothing. So now that she's feeling the effect, and now she probably hasn't ghosted guys in a while, or she probably still is, what's going to happen is she's going to be confused and cry and say, well, see, the thing is, she wanted something more concrete. She wanted something more consistent. You could tell she wanted a relationship, and she wanted to see that guy again. She really liked him. She said she wanted to watch Survivor again, possibly, and get it in one more time and hang out. But a lot of these women, they want that connection. See, us men, we always get the last laugh. See, sex is nothing. It means nothing. Their body their body doesn't pay my bills. So when she says in the first clip, I bring this to the table, and she's turning and everything, showing her butt and everything, that doesn't pay the bills. So by default, us men are the prize, period. See, she's not the prize, because if she was the prize and most women think like her, she wouldn't have 10 different dudes, most likely more than that. You know, you got to times about 3. Let's just be nice. She wouldn't have 10 different guys that's did the same thing as that guy since she's been single. But heck, she cannot keep a dude around, so she's going to continue to get ran through. Now, I can tell you what the issue is. Number one, she is trying to be with the guy who looks much better than him, much better than her. And she is not dealing with guys that's on her level. Let's be honest, most women don't want to settle. They want a guy who's attractive, who's tall, who's in shape, who has all this stuff going on, but they're not, you know, anything special. What separates you, woman, or any other woman that's watching this, from any other guy? Most likely nothing. Every woman has a wet box, right? Every woman has a pair of boobs. So, you know, a lot of these women, they're annoying. They don't have any real personality. They're just, you know, kind of unbearable to be around. So what's going on is guys are saying, you know, we can hang out, we can hook up, and I'm out of here. And so many women are being left confused and broken because they don't have much relationship skills. They don't know how to really connect with a guy or persuade a guy to say, hey, listen, I want a relationship. See, the women who get relationships, they keep guys, for the most part, they actually put in the work. Because us men, we have to put in the work to try to get some sex, or, you know, show up and run some game, or have some charisma, confidence, you know, use our mouthpiece. But women, they don't know how to do the things they have to do to keep a relationship going or even cultivate one. So all they're doing is just getting ran through day after day, week after week, and they confused and crying because another dude has smashed them, and they want something long term. But a lot of guys most likely get the feeling that this girl, she's kind of, you know, she's just not my type. See, guys will sleep with girls that's quote unquote not their type, just like women will go on dates and text guys and get different favors and different meals and different things and drinks from guys who they're not attracted to. So it is what it is. Both sides are doing kind of the same thing, just different sides of the coin. But in this case, women are, she's confused, she's frustrated because she's tired of getting ran through. She wants, most likely, love. She wants a relationship, but I can tell it's going to be hard for her to get that.